Okay, say less.
Before, but Nick Cannon was basically saying
Oh
about
shit.
the government like just keeps track
Don't
with
we know
your
her?
like just keeps up with your money. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say
love is about
I wasn't gonna spill too many personal beans, but
Okay.
yeah, we know
the
her.
That's
union, but just like
bullshit.
the merit.
Hey man, Nick Cannon, shut the fuck up. This dude got like 18 women pregnant right now.
But if you think about it
No,
though,
I need you to be quiet.
okay.
Because you're listening to a guy who's a multimillionaire who wears a turban. And I'm saying this because you cannot talk about what a celebrity and a creative does. We're the only people who let the celebrities, athletes, and entertainers speak for us, where other groups of people let the business people and the academics and the politicians speak. How many women are pregnant with Nick Cannon's child
Let
right
me say
now?
something to
A
that real
whole
quick.
lot.
Yeah, like what he just said is facts. Like growing up as a kid, I never really looked up to like rappers or nothing. Like I always wanted to be like a businessman, like behind the scenes type of dude. Like I mean, no, ain't no shot at celebrities or nothing, but like clout is cool, bro. But being a real businessman, really focused, really having, I ain't gonna say I don't like to use that word generational income, but like passive income coming in and like you don't really have to put in as much effort. I always was inspired by those type of guys.
It's okay, but this is going back to the Nick Cannon thing. I'm gonna say a statement, and y'all tell me if y'all disagree or agree with this statement.
Shit.
I think it's actually selfish to not be like what Nick Cannon is doing if you have the resources to back it up.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is, if you're a dude that makes millions of dollars or even billions of dollars, I think it's actually selfish to put all of that resources into just one woman and then 1, 2, 3 kids from that one woman versus you putting it into multiple women and you putting it into multiple kids.
So you basically saying the more money you make, the more you should spread your seed.
Yeah, 100%.
Who
Your
told you
thoughts?
that?
I'm just making a statement. Go ahead. I just want to know your thoughts on that.
I'm just saying, like, what money got to do with spreading your seed, broski?
It's spreading the seed. It has to do with more so resources versus money. So in today's world we live in, money is equal to resources. So since we have an abundance of resources, all these millionaires and billionaires, I think it's actually selfish because let's say a woman that's struggling and she maybe had like 1 kid and she can have 2 or 3 more kids, or etc. It would be much easier for her to go inside his life and then actually have a good life with him and have a couple more kids versus she's struggling by herself.
It's called charities and donations, bro.
But then what the man get out of it? But what does the man get out of it?
I mean, you'll be blessed by God. I mean, if you want to be technical, cause like on some real shit, on some real shit though, bro. Like in a situation where like you gotta think about it, bro. You gonna put yourself in a position where you gotta deal with multiple mothers, bro, multiple emotions. You're in a sense, unless you a Nick Cannon type of guy, I think you setting yourself up to fail, bro, because
Playing semantics.
every woman is not going to treat you the same exact way. Every
get that.
woman is not going to have the same exact characteristics. Every woman is not going to be acceptable to the lifestyle that you have chose. It's going to be different shit that you're going to have to deal with. So with that being said, bro, it's like you setting yourself up to fail as a man of status because say you're dealing with 10 women, bro. Majority of the time, at least 6 out of them 10 women are going to have some type of issue with you. Then you're going to have child support. Then you're going to have all types of other shit. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the mentality that you kind of pushing out is like, get money and have kids by different mothers. Like,
No, the mentality is if that's what you want and you able to use the leverage of those resources of money that you have, then actually I think that's actually a good thing.
no, yeah, if that's what you necessarily want, but that's a want though. But I'm thinking you were saying it like in a sense where it's like, okay, like you think it's selfish if a man has a ton of money and he's not having multiple baby mothers and shit.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's low key selfish. I wouldn't call it just selfish outright because again,
When that cape on for them women.
you play he's playing
Playing
semantics.
semantics.
That's who me?
Yeah.
No, how? Okay, how? Go ahead.
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish because I'm gonna give you my answer after.
No, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so in the words of overdose red pill, context matters,
Let's
right?
go.
Context matters, right?
Let's get it.
So I had this conversation a while ago when I first started my podcast when Bill Gates first got divorced, right? And I said the same thing that you said. Basically, I think like guys like Bill Gates is doing a disservice to the world by only being with one woman and having kids with just that one woman. But this is where the context comes in. I think having those women spread out in different places, I don't think that's a good idea. I think now you got to have motion like that. I think they should all be in one house and they got to be able to get along, and all the kids, well, the kids going to get along, so we ain't worried about that. So the women got to get along, but that goes into the man. You got to be able to make sure you're dealing with respectful women, soft, submissive, feminine women, women that have discipline, women that can, I ain't gonna say control their emotions because most women can't, but a respect. If you have like 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 respectful women, then hell yeah, I think they should all be in one house. And because it's like, you really doing a disservice if you got billions of dollars and you only pour it into that one woman. Come on, bro. Like, you definitely need to have way more kids than that. Because it's like, you could have 10 kids, then those 10 kids can have 10 kids, and then those kids can have 10 kids. Like, the billions could keep, it can keep going on for generations. So, yeah, I agree with you, but context matters.
Right, I got you. Anything else you want to say backward?
Bite them.
So you're going to listen to this man instead of your father. You're 26, no college degree, living at home with your parents.
Correct.
Your father and your mother's lifestyle wouldn't be good enough for you.
It would be good, but it's average. You just said middle class. Are you living a middle class lifestyle? And if you aren't, would you go back to it? That's a real question. Would you trade up your millions of dollars, whatever? Would you trade this Instagram to go back and work a job?
Bro,
Please answer that, Kevin. Would you?
The difference, excuse me, check that shit. The difference between me and you is I've earned everything I got. You just got a motherfucking opinion. Every step, shut up.
Oh, shit.
Every step of the way, I have made myself valuable over my 52 fucking years. I've got 20 plus years of experience to pull from. $6 million worth of sales training, multiple different certifications. I am a competent professional. So stop trying to compare yourself to me. Stop.
I'm not trying to compare. I'm trying to
Stop.
obtain.
Stop.
I'm trying to,
No,
Kevin.
shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And the fact of the matter is, I'm telling with you, because the fact of the matter, you called your father average as a high school graduate selling bundles. You look at that man who's sacrificing, that woman who sacrificed, and you just shit on everything that they said in front of thousands of people. Don't you think people?
Like, I say this shit all the time, bro. Like, the innate nature of disrespect that women have for men it's crazy. Like, even for you to just say that, all right, cool, we understand if you're not dating a guy or whatever, you gonna talk shit. But come on now, your father, like, bro, even if your father's a fucking garbage man, why would you down talk him and downplay him for the life that he provided you? Yeah. And I ain't gonna get too personal, bro, but this girl lived good. You know what I'm saying? Like, she lived good. Like, she lives above average. I'll say that, right? So for her to just say, oh, yeah, my family is average and my mom had an average life, it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, 90 to 99% of people live average lives. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people live average. Most people don't even have the mental capacity to be successful long term. Like, being an entrepreneur is not easy as fuck. You gotta put your own money up. You gotta take your own risks. You gotta in the beginning, you gotta do your own marketing. You gotta fulfill your own orders. You gotta build your own websites. You gotta do a lot of this shit by yourself. And it ain't no guarantee that you gonna profit. Like, people see this Instagram shit and think that, oh yeah, such and such got this. He only 21 and he doing this, he doing that. I can do it too. If it was so easy, why ain't everybody doing it?
That's my question was going to be. Do y'all think it comes from Instagram?
Man.
This disrespect or this downplaying of the average, I guess, guy.
Yeah, Instagram brainwash these women to think they deserve things that they do not deserve. They think that every lifestyle that they see is obtainable. And yeah, like, they delusional, bro. Like, we living in a generation of delusion. Like, OD. It's crazy out here.
Yeah, I ain't knocking nobody with nobody got going on, but like, Instagram is the biggest cap ever, because it's like, I'm not knocking nobody because it is what it is, right? But it's like, for you to see certain people living certain lifestyles and they don't have no business behind them, like, no, you're not running no business behind this lifestyle. How are you obtaining the lifestyle? How you get that? Like, because I know business. I'm not the best businessman ever. But I know what it takes to start a business and it takes to profit from a business, right? And most of the time in your first few years of business, you got to put your profits back into your business in order to you know what I'm saying, keep the business going.
Yeah.
So it's like if you got your business, you making your profits, and you going out of town, your
All
business
the
is
time.
gonna be out of business as soon as you started it. So it's like I said, I'm not knocking nobody, but it's like a lot of people looking up to a lot of people on IG, but it's cap.
Who hurt him?
Who hurt him?
Everybody.
People know your family. Then, like you said, you got 10, 12,000, got $1 million over here. You don't think somebody gonna hear and say, "God damn, do you know what your daughter said about you?"
Can I say something?
Bye. Say bye.
Holy shit.
That's an old sassy man right there.
That's an old
Listen,
sassy.
man, I'm making light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. You need to be trying to give that shit away to secure a man.
No.
What are your thoughts on that video?
Hey.
Basically saying your value is so low right now, you need to actually be just trying to give that shit away instead of trying to make someone. Because a lot of times women, when they get older and older, they have more and more boundaries that they go through. Even though their value is getting less, they have more and more boundaries. So what are your thoughts on that?
I really feel like women like her are doomed because I mean, if you 40 with 2 kids and you're not in a successful relationship by then your characteristics is fucked up. I mean, you can clearly see that. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, like you said, like at this point you need to be giving that pussy up. You know what I'm saying? Be trying to secure something before you get older and dusty. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, so it's like if you couldn't self-improve because most women play games they whole 20s.
Yeah.
Ride the CC, car carousel, they do their thing. They on bullshit at 20.
Yeah.
Then around mid-30, I'll say mid-30 nowadays in this generation, mid-30, that's when they want to start getting their shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some women don't even have that advantage because their natural beauty goes away.
Yeah.
And their natural figure goes away. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, like a woman like her that's in her 40s obviously couldn't get it together in her 20s or 30s, and now she had 2 kids off of 2 different, I'm pretty sure it's 2 different men. You get what I'm saying? Now that you fuck. Yeah. So like you said, you need to be giving that pussy away or whatever value you have, you need to be putting out there on Front Street in order to be able to obtain a man in the way that you want to be able to have him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
Bro, to make it as short as possible, younger women date for love, older women date for help. So it's like, I'm going to tell you something. You got a 90 to 99% chance of failure with relationships with older women.
Damn.
It's like, because it's like, you got to understand what women go through. Like, trauma and experiences make us better and makes women bitter. Like, when a woman goes through heartbreaks and men fucking duck her and never talk to her again, that makes her bitter and resentful towards men. It makes us better when we get, quote unquote, our heart broken, because it's like, all right, I got to adjust. I got to become better. I got to get stronger. I got to get more confidence. I got to get more money. I got to stop simping. I got to stop doing this. I got to stop doing that. Now, when I get to the next woman, all right, I'm not going to make those same mistakes. But with women, it's like, they turn into, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man. I hate men. All these men ain't shit. Where the real men at? Where the good men at, right?
Let me put my cape on real quick.
Oh,
yeah, because I gotta have
shit.
some pushback and disagreements.
Okay.
So you don't think that some of these women, maybe I wouldn't say majority, but no, hold on. I might say it's a good amount actually know what they want. So when they actually find it, they willing to settle down and actually have a good life, etc. A good relationship. Versus what you just said, I don't need no man type shit. No. All right.
Well, so I think, like I said, I think it's a small minority of women.
Okay.
Yeah, like a very small.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I have to try. It's okay. So overall, basically, you're saying that the more trauma that a woman has, is the more harder to be with her, etc. But the more trauma and experience a man has, it's easier for him.
Yeah, it's because what makes us a man is trauma, experiences, difficulties, and overcoming them.
Yeah.
But for women, it's not the same. Okay. The trauma makes them resentful. You know, because it's like, I always use this example. I tell a dude, let's just say you've been in a relationship with a woman for 7 years. You met her when she was 21, you with her at 28. I said the 28-year-old version of your girlfriend can't compete with the 21-year-old version.
Facts.
Not even talking about looks. I'm talking about how soft she was, how loving she was, how feminine she was, how much she wanted to go to Pound Town with you.
Facts.
Like, bro,
Facts.
they're night and day. I did it before. I was with a girl for 6 years. The woman she was at towards the later years and the woman she was at like 20, you can't compete. You can't. Like, you been through it too. Like, yeah, he was with he was with a girl for like 10 years, bro. Though at the end, in the beginning, they're not the same woman. And I'm not saying they should be, but I'm saying, like, even when they go to the next man, they're not going to be that soft, submissive woman that we met or that she once was at 20 years old.
Yeah, I agree with that.